We're gonna read on the 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 cushes. Okay, we're gonna read on them. Because listen, I don't think Ivanka is doing this. I'm not getting that she's doing this. I'm not getting that at all as a plan of hers. And then when I saw the video, I'm trying to pull up the video because I want us to look at it together. I want to see if I'm crazy. 'Cause- let me see. Let's cancel that. I don't need that. Okay, I don't need Zoom right now. All right. And yeah, and the soul readings will be done over Zoom, by the way. Okay. So let me go see if I can see it on YouTube where there is Ivanka. Apparently she's in an interview. There we go. Island interview. Luke Beasley. Okay, so there's this guy who did the interview. His name is David Serena. David Senra. So I want to look at this interview directly from. Oh, I hope she's catching up. Hey, David. I hope she is catching up. Okay, let me see if I can find that.
Right now in your life today, what is the most exciting part of your work life?
My work life specifically. I think I
Okay, where's the part about that?
have gotten to
let me go to transcript so I can skip ahead. Generate the transcript. No, generate the transcript, damn it. Okay.
putting money aside and building wealth that earns you freedom are two completely different things. And nobody.
Okay, so this is the horse's mouth. So this is the person
Right
who
now in your
literally
life today,
did
what
the
is the
interview.
most exciting?
Did I pick the speaker up off the floor yet? Nope. Okay, but I think y'all can hear. Let me see because look, my nose. Something's happening to my nose again. All right. So we swam on this. We swam in the water and then we climbed up this island. Okay, there's no power on this island. Oh my God! Wait, this is like right up front. See, that don't make sense to me. Why would that be right up front? What? Okay, so that's immediately into this thing. Y'all, I don't think this is a real interview. I don't think this is a real interview. Hold on. I seriously don't think this is a real interview. Let me show you. Oh, my arms. I was doing the pull-up thingies. Oh, I feel it. Oh, I feel it. God dang it, I feel it. Okay, what am I doing tomorrow then? I must be doing back work. All right, I'm not doing arms tomorrow. Okay, so you guys, look at, hold on. Can I zoom in? Oh my gosh, please tell me I can zoom in. How do you, okay. Look at this background. This isn't blur. This is some crazy AI shit. Look at those chairs. You see how like it loses what's the word? I'm going to say substance, but there's loss here. Look at this. There's some loss here. Loss of what's the word I want to use? This is not a real interview, you guys. Like look at this lamp. This lamp is not symmetrical. There's a chance that it was made that way, but this is also something AI doesn't do very well. AI is not symmetrical. I don't think this is a real interview. Look at the background. This is not a blurry background. Y'all have seen blurs to backgrounds. Ew, he's so freaking ugly. Just because y'all need to see it. Look at this. Look at this face. Blech, wait, hold on. Get into his mouth. What's going on? Y'all, this is not a real interview. There's no way. Are you missing a tooth, sir? Because, like, why would your mouth look like that? Ew, and then he has a booty chin. I have a little dent, but god dog. And then look how terribly shadowed his lip is. This is fake. The background on your TV looks pixelated. It is. This is absolutely fake, you guys. This is not a real interview. This is what I thought. Because I'm like, Ivanka's smart. She would be very, very smart about what she says. This right here is not real. Hold on.
There's no power on this island. You're building everything from scratch. Correct.
Well, it's an unbelievable.
Okay. And then when you hear her talk about this is not Ivanka, dog. Okay. Now, I was noticing something on other people's clips. That's why I wanted to go to the actual source. But there was like something funky going on with her head. So let me see if this is on the actual source here.
Believable, beautiful.
Okay. I feel like they took some of her thing. They've done this. Okay. What was this before? The Charlie video where they tried to make it seem like that he would hand the company over to Erica. That Charlie video, who was talking about it? They actually like farmed his voice. They did a voice farming of him in order to create a clip where he was like, I would give the business to my wife. They farmed him for his voice and for him to say certain words because AI can use what it actually seen before. But I have the strongest feeling that this is not a real, like some of this is not even real. Because, All right, I will have to look at this more.
We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the island. We went.
And I know about clipping and stuff, but these feel like short clips put together, not actually like just editing. Hold on, what else did I see in this?
Barefoot all the way.
Wait, and then hold on. I need to see her shadowing.
And we were just captivated. And it stayed with us ever since. And over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to.
See, I would have to look at this a little bit more. I can't go by the hand because she was moving her hand, so I can't go by that. But I would have to look at this part a little bit more to see what's going on here. This is weird. I just really, really strongly have a feeling that they are using her against her will because she's not stupid enough to have done this interview. Why is she talking about this island right in the front of this interview? That doesn't like why would we jump into an island at the very beginning of this interview? Like we have to understand what are they doing? Why are we why do we know this information? Like that kind of stuff. And then you see Albania having such problems. I feel like this is another psyop situation, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Your TV is detecting the AI. Wait, does your TV say that? Does it? Or are you just able to see it more clearly with a bigger screen? Wait, what did I just do? Hold on. So I touched your name. What did I just do? I do stuff by accident. Oh my god, you can pin people's messages. Cool. Um, huh. There was something I did. I don't know what I did. Okay. But okay, think about this, right? Um, now we're hearing about the Albania pro what's the words? I really shouldn't even be saying Albania. We're hearing about island protesting, burning, right? Wait, so does your TV tell you, hey, this is AI? Girl, what TV you got? I would run every single one of these videos through that TV. What TV you got? Let me know. Don't make my job easy here. Okay. What TV you got? Okay, anyway. So your TV is saying this is AI? Because this doesn't feel real. I mean, it just doesn't. When I saw the clip, I was like, this is a smart woman. And if you think about the fact that she's been missing for 18 months, right? Like you don't see her up front at all. And then when I'm hearing it's a real estate thing, I'm like, this is Jared all the way. Okay, you can see it. All right, this is Jared all the way. And then I'm looking at this planter here. There's no depth to it actually. Because the plant should be inside of it as a planter. This is weird. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then when you hear what she's saying, like listen to what she's saying. Let me stop talking. Listen to what she's saying.
You help realize its potential and transform it, but with a lot of restraint and care because the land is so beautiful that really the architecture has to be fully integrated into it, almost rise from it.
Hold on, I gotta get
Girl,
to.
it's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectares around it. We swam real estate routes, which has been a lot of fun. And I'm working on an incredible project with my husband in the Mediterranean. It's massive in scale.
I think that's an understatement. Can you explain?
Yes, it is. It is.
We are less than 2 minutes into the interview when she's mentioning this project with my husband that is causing unrest in another country. Like, think about this. Think about the fact that there is unrest in this country, and she's going to do an interview saying, hi, we're colonizing this country where brown people live. She's not stupid. She's not stupid. They put her face in the front of this because everyone's using her name and not her husband's name. You know what I mean? They railroad women all the time. Okay, so you can that's my point, right? My point is real life, right? Real life, like me doing FaceTiming type of videos, you can see my background, right? Or even if I put on blur, if we were on this other thing, I do blur when I do Zooms. Blur would like literally blur, or you know, you can take down the intensity or whatever. But what's happening here is a loss of depth. It's a lot, it's whatever. And oh my God. I'm not going to get into it because we're here for spirituality, not AI science. But anything with the T-Rump name on it, assume it's a lie. One, I'm going to say allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, so that there's some distance between what I was just saying. But that guy's not alive. It is seasons at Donnie's. He is not alive. If you've seen the recent video of him where I forgot what they were talking about, but then they do this pan. It's a flat thing. It's flat. Like y'all there's just too many people who should know better than me. It's flat and it's not fish-eyed. It's just wrongly flat. We've been watching videos for too long to say, yep, that's real. We've been watching videos for too long. AI cannot duplicate what we've seen yet. It just does not do a good job. It just doesn't do a good job of depth perception, multiple angles, multiple people. It just does not do well. It just sucks at that. And unfortunately, I hate that I'm saying it because they're crawling our transcripts and they've been improving on AI as we complain and talk about it. This is just a freaking world that we're in. Look at this. This is, wait, hold on. So I paused it while she's smiling. This ain't that girl face. She is not an attractive woman to me. Sorry, she's just not. Look at this. That's not even her face. Because they probably don't even have a picture of her like really smiling. so that they can feed it to AI. Because AI has okay, it's just like when you use your biometrics, how they make you turn left and right, so that they're basically making an imprint of your face and stuff. But if they're not having you do the multiple expressions, then when you use AI, it doesn't get your expressions right. Like for instance, when I use AI, used to, I don't anymore, especially not to make characters and stuff of me. But when I used to, before I was stupid, I mean, while I was stupid, I don't do that at all. Um, then they just never get me right. It always looks like shit, and I'm like, that's not me. It's just always look bad. Um, anyway, so this is not her. Listen, listen. Okay, so this is the beginning part of the interview that I heard.
There's no power on this island. You're building everything from scratch. Correct.
Well, it's an unbelievable.
Now you see how they're trying to say there's absolutely nobody there. There's no power there, but apparently it is protected land. By the way,
Beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the island.
see, these are okay. Okay, we we should be used to this because we watch YouTube videos and we watch TikTok videos and we watch all these other videos where people cut out silence and people cut out filler words, right? Like and like we cut those things out of our videos. So they do go from sometimes there it does feel like there's choppiness. This feels like completely different clips. One because they're getting different um they've done them from different point of views and it feels like they're trying to fit them together. Listen how she's talking. What she's saying should have been a complete sentence without any choppiness to it. But listen, I'm going to go back like 5 seconds or so. Listen to her sentence and hear those awkward pieces, like jumps.
Well, it's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the island. We went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated.
Okay, so you hear how all of those sound like different pieces? They don't sound like they actually go together. Mm-hmm. They are gonna they're rewriting history. Like, oh my god. They just do. Anyway, so but if you hear like for instance, this very last clip where they just went in front of her, went like in front, they cut something out. And if you look behind him, there's not three different cameras or what have you. And like you don't see the camera position of where the camera would have been for them to get like four different angles of her, unless they're having her say the same story over and over and over and over again. Unless the camera is buried deep in the furniture, because we've already seen a pan out, so there's nobody behind him. We've seen a pan out, there's nobody behind her. And so seeing it from the side, then seeing it from the front, then seeing from the other side, where are these cameras? So there's that part to it. And often when you're having some kind of situation like this, you do get a sense of where the camera actually is. Not so right now, not here, but also the clips don't sound right. Like, so what just happened, like this little last part that she just did, they cut something out in front of it. But if you listen to the whole sentence, the sentence should have been fine. They shouldn't have had to cut something from it in front of it. So this is them putting together the story and then like cutting it to how they want to. This doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And then the planters aren't correct because if this is what I mean by planters. I'm sorry. Yeah, and we just swam there, and then like we weren't tired at all. So then we just walked barefoot over this island, and then we climbed to the top, and then we were like, "This is so amazing! We're gonna put our flag on it." Right. That's exactly what happened, right? So this is absolutely, I can say, I'll say 97% certainty that this is an AI video that they're promoting to put her name and her face on the shit they're doing. And I am going to read on her we're going to read on her, then we're going to read on that relationship, because honestly, they're so close to divorce, it's not even funny. So there's no way she's going to buy an island and do a project with her husband who she can't stand. Like, that's not happening. Anyway, so this is what I mean by planter. So look at this particular planter, right? So it's trying to look like there's some depth here. So we can see a little bit, but for some reason I can see that stool through the planter. I can see the leg of the stool through the planter, which is weird. But I'm going to show you the planter behind her when we clip to her real quick. Okay. So there's the planter behind her. Look at that. No depth. So this tree looks like it's actually behind the planter, not within the planter. There's nothing to show any kind of depth at all to this planter. And then we just got this random tree standing in the background. I'm assuming it's supposed to be in a different planter. But also, this isn't her. Look how the face messes up. But granted, she's talking, so I could say it's the pauses. This just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. She's not in love with her husband, and she's way too intelligent to have done this. Because if you notice the timing of this, from I just bought this island, and now you have unrest on this other island. And this thing was posted 4 days ago, and we're having such unrest. So the impression I got, we're going to read on those three pieces: her, the marriage, and then the island. The impression that I got from this is that this is a psyop to create unrest, to basically Lebanagaza, this island. I had to put those words together, but I think that's what they're trying to do. Because we're trying to paint the whole world blue, in case you didn't remember.
1,400 hectare private islands in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just...
Did you hear that little... You know, when you cut something, when you cut off a word, but there's still a piece of the word remaining, you'll hear like a tut sound. That tut sound just happened when she's like, hold on. I don't want to do that. See, I wish it was on my phone. It'd be easier to drag this thing.
On a hike, barefoot all the way.
Wait, let me get the yeah, we just swam there. Where'd I put the speaker? Hold on. Oh, don't do it. Oh, am I recording? How did I do that? What button did I push? I can do screen record? Okay. Hold on. This new keyboard is teaching me stuff. Yeah, we hiked barefoot all the way to the top of the island because we have feet of steel, because we're Cro-Magnon. I don't know. Okay, now listen, there's going to be a tut sound.
Up to the top, and we were...
Did you hear it? Oh my God. Hold on. Right after she says up to the top, there's like a like they cut off a word.
Found it. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were...
Did you hear it? It was like so there's no so it wasn't like it was so they cut off another thing that she would have said, and I don't think, given the string of this sentence, that there should have been anything else that she said. So I don't know. Am I crazy? I might be.
Went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated, and it stayed with us ever since. And over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to help realize its potential and transform it, but with a lot of restraint and care, because the land is so beautiful that really...
Wait, did she say over the years? Hold on.
It, but with a lot... Over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to help realize its potential and transform it, but...
Wait, over the years, we help realize the opportunity. What the hell does that mean?
Over the course of many years, we developed the.
And then there was something there that she was saying that got cut.
Over the course of many years, we developed.
You heard it? Like there was a jump.
The opportunity to help realize its potential. And
okay, we developed the opportunity. That's a telling that's a telling set of words. We developed the opportunity. We developed the opportunity. We developed the opportunity. That's interesting. We developed the opportunity. That's very interesting. Hold on.
And transform it, but with a lot of restraint and care, because the land is so beautiful that really the architecture has to be fully integrated into it, almost rise from it. It's not even a business for me, despite the scale of it. We not only the islands, but we have 5 miles of beachfront directly.
This is weird.
Across from the island, this beautiful peninsula with a lagoon on one side, the ocean on the other. Beautiful white sand beaches. For me, it feels more like a challenge than anything else. The culmination.
Oh, her eye did something weird. Hold on.
The ocean on the other. Beautiful white sand beaches. For me, it feels more like a challenge than anything else. The culmination of.
Yep, this is not real. This is not real. Oh my goodness. This isn't real. Whoo! Ivanka, girl, they threw your ass under the bus. They threw you under the bus. They threw her under the bus. Wow. They threw her under the bus. She's too intelligent to have done that. She's way too intelligent to have done that. Like, she was literally the apprentice. Like, she was that person. He just said, "You're fired," like a dumbass. She ran the business. And then I just realized what's on their cup is an AI company. Accent.ai. I want to see what that company is. Hold on. This is hilarious. Who is Accent AI? Who is that? Accent AI. Who is that? Advertise your business? What? Who runs this? Wait. Does anything actually click? Y'all, you can't even click about. Wait, hold on. Let me see. About the company. Resources can't click. Account can't click. Let's see. About the company. AppLovin, the company behind Accent, started in 2012 with a simple app. For more than a decade, we focus on mobile game developer market. In 2024, we expanded our vision, believing our marketing tools could benefit businesses beyond gaming. So you took 12 years to expand beyond gaming. You waited until the T-Romps were online, like lined up. Okay. Our goal is to make profitable growth accessible to every business. This is interesting. I'm not Becca, and I am not J Megan, so I'm not going to dive into this because I can't. I got too much going on. This is weird. Is he the one? Nope, he's not the one interviewing her. I'm looking at their leadership, so he's not any of them. So this is just advertisement, but it's another AI damn company advertising. Okay.
All of my experience in real estate, all of my travel, a lot of reflection on how I want to live, how I think people increasingly are wanting to live, and trying to really build something that's a tangible manifestation
All right.
of that. That
Let's breathe.
requires a lot of vision, the collaboration of some of the greatest masters that exist. So I was just there walking the lands, really just trying to sort of be with it and experience it alongside some of the greatest living architects of our time, like true masters of their craft.
Yeah, they made her the face of the project. They made her the face of the project. They threw her under the bus. Why do I feel like this almost feels like a threat, right? Because I think we read on her some months ago. I'm feeling chills. Okay. We read up. I just felt a big one just now. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling a lot of them. Whoa. We're correct. We are so correct. Because every time I start to talk about it, I think that's her mom that's doing this. It is, because I'm getting tears in my eyes. This is her mom. Oh my God. We read on this a while ago where we were talking about how she would be the one to exhume her mom's body. Um, to and it would be after her papa had died. Well, consider the fact that what we already figured out. Um, this would be about now. So this feels like stay in your place type of thing. And oh, look, everybody hates you too type of thing. Because she's been out for like a year and a half. Like ever since he went in, she went out. Um, and they made her the face of something that is horrific. And everybody's saying, her island, her island, her island. Nobody's mentioning the guy who's in bed with that country with the star. And she was leaving him. Okay, breathe first. We're going to breathe first. Sorry. Her mom's not happy. I just felt like a rage surge just now. Her mom is not happy. And it's really interesting because Libby had read on her tonight, and she brought up that her name really is Ivana. Like her mom, she's actually named after her mom. So they put the K to separate it. And I think in her language or something, it meant the little version. But her real name, her birth name on her certificate is Ivana. And so I was like, that makes sense why we were going Ivana, Ivana, Ivana. You know, like getting in between, mixed up with those. So, wow. Let's breathe. Um, I'm always protected. You know, my friend made me a wrist bead. I'm always protected. I got one on my ankle as well, but I also walk with my own team, my own guides, my own angels, my own God. I already walk with all that. So I'm not worried about dark energy in that respect because they tried to get your girl a long time ago when she was younger. And the angels protected me. Okay? So, um, I'm not worried about that. The best thing she could do, honestly, to save herself is just file for divorce. That would automatically undermine everything that they have done. Because I'm doing this project with my husband, that would automatically undo it. She needs to file for divorce. Okay. She needs to file for a divorce. Because you have your husband going around with all this real estate. He's the one talking about real estate beachfront property. It has like this peninsula. She wouldn't do that. She would not have done that. This chick is too smart. She would not have done this. There's no way she would have this interview that releases at the same time as unrest on this brown people's country. She's too smart. You know who think they're smart? The men in her life. Okay. Breathing. We're gonna breathe. All right, so we're gonna do 3 breaths. Our 3 breaths are for layers of protection from our celestial spirit, God, heaven, universe, you call it, whatever you call it, our earth spirit, Mother Gaia, and then our own spirit. We're going to be reconnecting our soul with our spirit and creating 3 more layers of protection and guidance and wisdom and filter, okay, for our messages. So we're going to do 3 breaths. The way our breaths will work is we will breathe in deeply, 3 to 6 seconds. During those 3 to 6 seconds, we are going to envision the energy of the first time, it'll be the celestial. The second time, it'll be the earthly. And the third time will be our own spirit. So we're going to envision when we inhale, and then we send it through our body as we hold our breath. And then when we exhale our breath, we expand it to being just outside of our body, creating a layer. The second breath, we envision Mother Earth's energy coming up through our feet, our root chakra, like rooting us, grounding us. On the hold, we're going to envision it moving through our body. And on the exhale, we're going to also send it out to create the second layer. On the third layer, we're going to envision our energy, our spirit, wherever it lives within our body. For me, it's in my heart space. And then we're going to send it all the way through our body when we hold our breath. And then when we exhale, we're going to expand it out as well so that it creates the third layer of protection and energy and guidance and wisdom. We're going to do that together because we're here to share space. I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We need to go quickly. I think these would be the only 3 things we read on today is this particular situation. Her, the marriage, the island. That's, I think, what we're going to do for today. If those answers come quickly, then we'll move to the next thing. I don't know what that is. We'll see. Because y'all know Spirit be talking.